What's up everyone, it's Natalie here, and today I am filming a video in a new location. I feel like all of my videos have been in super random locations lately. I am currently in Nashville, Tennessee right now, and I've never been to Tennessee in my life before, so this is the first time here. Super excited. I am here for my little sister's volleyball tournament because she has one here, so woo, go her team. Guys, if you guys live in Tennessee, I would love to know, but I also just got back from LA, so if you missed any of the LA vlogs and want to see what I've been up to, you can follow my vlog channel and also follow me on Instagram. Today, I wanted to do a sit-down talking video because I just feel like I haven't done one of these like advice big sister type videos in a long time, and I feel like that is why a lot of you guys have subscribed to my channel. So if I'm right, let me know, but I do think that whenever I do these videos, they do really well and they actually help so many of you guys, which is why I do them. So I just like love giving you guys advice. I love kind of acting like a big sister role in a way to a lot of you guys, or just a friend because I know I'm younger than a lot of my viewers, or I'm like around the same age as them. We're all like in college basically, I feel like. Today I wanted to do a video about kind of talking about what we as women and as girls deserve, how sometimes our self-confidence is shaken up or just like completely on the ground, and how we can lift it up, what things we should keep in mind to empower ourselves. And yeah, it was also International Women's Day yesterday, so I thought this was super fitting, and I just wanted to make an empowering video for us girls out there and just to help you guys, because I was on the plane today and I was reading my old journal entries because I have a journal app on my phone. And I was reading my old journal entries on there because I decided to write one on the plane, and I was like so happy and just so thankful, and it was like a journal entry full of gratitude basically, just like how beyond thankful I am to God, how beyond thankful I am for you guys, like just basically a praise God, like my life is good, but not in a my life is so great, I have no worries. It was more of like I am so happy right now, and that's not because of a person or it's not because of a circumstance, it's because of who I am. That's why I'm happy right now. Some pointers that I constantly have to remind myself, and that I feel like whenever I kind of go into a slump, or I was reading my old journal entries and a lot of them were honestly very sad, because for the most part I would write in that journal when I was feeling low or sad. It's not really when I was feeling happy, you know, I wouldn't write in it. So I was just looking back, and it was just like insane to me at how I don't even remember feeling that low, and I was so low in my journal entries. Like I just like wish that this would all go away. Like I have never felt this depressed in my life. Like it was just like a very eye-opening for me, because even though that was me, it felt like a new person reading it. So yeah, this intro is very long, but I felt like I needed to say this for a lot of you guys to know that if you're going through something like that, where you're at your lowest that you've ever been, that it's not going to be like that forever. You will get through it, and pretty soon you're going to look back at that and look back at those feelings and not even remember that you had those, because you were completely like a new person, you were changed. And I'm looking at my phone because I wrote down some notes on my phone. But yeah, reading those journal entries today, really like I started like tearing up on the plane. I was just in so much shock at how I couldn't believe that I had gone from that point to the point I am now, where I'm like over the moon happy and ecstatic. And it's not because of possessions, it's not because of money, it's not because of even like the people in my life. It's literally because I'm like such a confident person, and I don't even know how I got to this point, because I used to not be like this at all. So the first one is that we deserve respect. So whether that is from a professor, a family member, sibling, friend, or boyfriend, you need to deserve and demand respect. And this is something that I have always, like, you always know that, you know, like, oh yeah, I deserve respect, whatever, but you really gotta take action with it. So if someone is not respecting you, you don't have to owe that person anything. I get if it's like a professor or a family member or something, you need to show them a sense of respect because of the position of power that they're in, quote unquote, but you really don't. Like if they're completely bashing you, they're putting you down, they're like insulting your work, they're insulting you, you don't need to be nice. You can just walk away, or you can distance yourself from that point on, kind of like sever ties. But I'm talking about more like in a professional sense, or in a friendship, or with a boyfriend. If they're not respecting you, you don't have to be nice to them. You don't have to be mean. I'm not saying to insult them back. Like, don't stoop down to their level, but you don't need that in your life. So just if a friend is constantly like picking on you and they're constantly making fun of you and it's starting to like not be a joke and they'll like make plans and ditch you, or they'll borrow your stuff and never give it back, or whatever it is, if they belittle you or anything like that, or put your dreams down, you don't need that. Like, there's no point in having someone that is just going to tear you down and make you feel miserable to stick around. That's one thing I've learned, because I have had to cut friendships, I've had to cut relationships. I have stood my ground by, like, if a professor has been disrespectful, I have emailed the board, you know, like, I have done proactive things to make myself not feel belittled anymore. And it's hard, because it's like you have a relationship with that person, but in the long run, you should only have people in your life that uplift you and that want the best for you. The next thing is for boys related. So this one is for a lot of girls around my age and high school, and maybe even younger or older, I don't know. But if you are trying to date a guy, or you're dating a guy, or you're in a relationship, they need to respect your body. And that is one thing that is a touchy subject, and it is very like risky for me to talk about. I don't know, but because I don't really talk about this sort of stuff on my channel, but I just felt like I had to say this because I've seen so many girls kind of feel like they have to have sex with a guy in order for them to like them, or they have to have sex with a guy because they're dating and that's what they expect, or they have to hook up with a guy and go further than they want because it's been X amount of months that they've been dating and they're just expecting it at this point. And that is such toxic thinking. You do not owe a guy anything, especially with your body. That is your only body. It is your one and only body. You need to treat it right. You need to be kind to it. You don't want it to be used for something that you don't even want. Like, if you are not ready, if you want to wait, if you do not want to do something physical with someone, and even if you've already had a physical experience with someone and then you don't want to do it again, you don't owe them anything. And so this is something that I really want to stress, because I feel like in high school especially, there's all of that pressure because everyone's kind of starting to do it, and in college even more, because literally it feels like everyone does it, but you do not have to. I just feel like if a guy, and I know you've probably heard this from like your youth pastor or your parent or something like that, but like if a guy can't wait, then he's not the one for you. But it is really, 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 really true. The basis of your relationship, especially at such a young age, should not be physical. It should have more like of a deeper connection. And I get that some people want to do things right away, and that's your own personal preference. But what I'm trying to say is that if you are not comfortable that moment, no one can take that from you. Not everyone is doing it, even if it seems like it, because I know it definitely does seem like it, but not everyone is. And you need to have someone that respects your body and respects your choices, because again, it's your body, it's not theirs. So that's something I want to stress so much. I don't know, I feel like I could do a whole video on it, but that's just something I feel like I've seen everywhere. It's on TV, it's in movies, it's in literally everyday life, and so many girls feel like that's the way to get a guy to like them, and I'm telling you it is not. Another thing is when guys tell you, oh, I'm with you because you're the best I'm ever gonna get. Worded that way, or worded other ways, like, oh, you're the best I'm gonna get, like, I'm not gonna break up with you. It sounds so nice and romantic, I feel like, because one of my boyfriends had told me that, and I remember thinking, oh, that's so sweet, like, I'm the best he's ever gonna get, like, oh, so nice. It sounds nice, but it's actually such a horrible backbone to base your relationship off of. It's such a horrible way to say, like, that's why I'm with you. Like, when a guy is telling you that, oh, you're the best, so that's why I'm with you, not you're the best and I'm with you because of X, Y, and Z, but like, if that's the only reason why, it's really not a good thing, because once something better comes along, that means that they'll be with the better person, you know? And a relationship, and a lot of those times when people are saying, oh, you're the best I'll ever have, it's more in terms of like, oh, you're the prettiest girl that's gonna get with me right now. You're the prettiest girl that's shown interest in me. You're the nicest girl that's ever shown interest in me. Whatever. But what happens when someone else comes along that, like, I'm a very confident person in the sense where I'm sure of myself. Like, if someone doesn't find me attractive, I'm totally fine with that. If someone doesn't like me, I'm fine with that. But when it comes to like being with a guy or just in general, like, I understand that there are people out there that others might find more attractive. Like, being confident does not mean thinking I'm the prettiest girl in the world. That's not what that means. It means being comfortable with not being the prettiest girl in the room and still being okay with it, because it's all relative. To one guy, you might be the prettiest girl in the room. To the other, you might not be. And looks is such a relative thing that, like, looks are so fleeting. Like, sometimes, like, curly hair will be in style and ombre, and then it'll be, like, so cute. And then other times, what if, like, blonde and, like, straight hair and, like, pixie cuts are in style? Then what? I'm, like, classified as ugly? What I'm trying to say is that if a guy tells you that and he's only with you because of shallow reasons like that, that is not a compliment, and you need to run, because they should be able to tell you why they love you for many reasons besides just, oh, you're hot, you know, like, no, don't call me that. Call me like I'm like a nice person, I'm a funny person, like I get you the way that other people won't get you, you know, like things like that. Like, I'm confident. Like, you need to say reasons why other than just the fact that's like, oh, well, you're the best I'm gonna get right now, because then they will literally, like, the next time they're like constantly looking for the best thing. So I'm speaking from experience on this one. This one's such a specific example, and it's definitely from experience, but that is like one of the things I just wanted to mention, because I feel like some people think it's like so sweet, and like I know girls right now that are in relationships that's like, well, he told me that I was the prettiest girl that he's ever been with, and I'm like, I'm sure he told his last girlfriend that too, and then you came around, and then what happens when someone else comes around, you know? So like, it definitely needs to be a more deeper, meaningful relationship, something that you have more in common with other than looks, because looks is not going to keep a relationship alive. Obviously, you have to be physically attracted to the person. I'm not saying go and date someone that you're not attracted to, but don't have that be the basis of your relationship. The next thing is to not stand for cheating. So this kind of goes hand in hand with the last one, but listen, ladies, we deserve so much better than a man who is going to get with another girl while he has us, so don't stand for that. Another thing that is my biggest pet peeve is when girls hate the other girl that the guy cheated with. Like, they like hate her so much, and they like go out of her way to like make her life a living hell, and like they like talk crap to all of her friends about her, and like she's labeled as like a huge slut and like all of this stuff to the girl that like he cheated with, when in reality, that girl that he cheated with, yeah, if she like may not care about you and maybe she's not the nicest person, you know, she like doesn't really have, I don't know, but she's not the one with the commitment to you. She never made a promise to you to not like hook up with him or anything like that. She doesn't even know you. If it's your best friend, totally different story. But if it's just some random girl that he knows, then it's like, don't be mad at her. She literally owes you nothing. Like, even if she knew that he had a girlfriend, she didn't have a connection with you, she didn't have a relationship with you, like she really like, it might have been just easier for her because like she didn't know you, so she didn't feel bad, you know? He's the one who literally looks you in the eye every night and tells you he loves you, and then yeah, is cheating on someone. Or he's the one that is making a promise to you and then going and texting other girls. So if anything, you should be mad at him, break up with him, dump him. You deserve better than that, and not hate the other girl. I'm not saying become friends with her by any means. Another thing is that we deserve to be independent, and we deserve to do what we love. And I feel like I need to clap out this sentence because it is so important. What I mean by this is that I know so many people that cannot be by themselves. They need to do something with everyone. Like, they need to grocery shop with a partner. They need to like get their nails done with someone. They need to go out to eat with someone. They need to like go work out and go to the gym with someone. Like, you don't need to do that. I am one of those people that I love going to the gym with my roommate. I love grocery shopping with my roommate. I love doing all those things with other people. But if they don't want to or they can't, I'm like more than fine going alone. Like, sometimes I prefer it. So just my biggest thing is like, learn to do things by yourself. I challenge you guys to run errands by yourself this week. Go out and do something by yourself this week, because I feel like in college, when we're surrounded by friends especially, we always feel like we have to do something with them, and I see so many people like that they feel like they have to be with someone at all times. Like, oh, do you want to go in the library, want to come? And like every time like the other person doesn't go to the library, they don't go to the library. One of those things. Don't be that person. Learn to do things on your own. It is so freeing. It is honestly great. I just jam out in my car to music. I have my own thoughts. I just don't have to talk to anyone. If you guys can't tell, I'm an extreme introvert, but I think being independent and being by yourself is such a great thing, and we deserve to do what we love. And I feel like you learn what you love once you do start doing stuff on your own. So I realized my passion for YouTube once I like broke up with my boyfriend and started like diving headfirst into YouTube and spending so much time into it, and my channel grew and it was great and I spent so much time and energy on it, and honestly I was like the happiest I've ever been. And I'm not saying this as like, oh, I don't need a man. Like, I have a boyfriend right now and I am so happy in that relationship, and but like he compliments me and we're two independent people in a relationship, if that makes sense. So like it just works. Like, we both love spending time together. Like, any chance free time I have, I will try to go and spend time with him. But I also like doing things on my own. Like, I need to be by myself. I need my me time. If he can't hang out or if my roommate can't hang out, I am totally fine with that. Sometimes I'll choose that, you know? And you just discover yourself, as cheesy as it is, when you, throughout the days, you don't need to go on a big like solo hike by yourself, like across like the Appalachian trails like in the movie Wild or something like that. Like that, you don't need that. You just need time alone every now and then. And I think running errands and stuff is like the perfect time to do it. So don't invite someone next time you want to go and get lunch. Eat by yourself. Like, I'm totally fine with going to a restaurant and being like, yeah, table for one. Like, I'm fine with that. Like, I'll just like be on my phone or something. I just wanted to do this, especially International Women's Day inspired me yesterday. My flight inspired me today. I was just in a good mood overall, so I hope that you guys like this despite the awkward lighting and the ugly background. I also want to know if you guys would like me to make some sort of like self-love, self-confidence thing is so like broad, but I was thinking of doing like a calendar or something like that, like for the month of April, and doing like every single day like a self-love challenge, and it would be 100% free. I wouldn't charge you guys for it. You would just have like a downloadable link, and then we can kind of have like a hashtag, and you guys send me pictures and DMs and stuff. So if you guys think that that would be a good idea, let me know, because I really want to start that. Especially it'd be cool if I could get that out in April. I hope you guys enjoyed this super long video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.